Hi, international successful entrepreneurs out there. So today our topic is sell without selling. First thing first, thank you for hopping in for this Facebook Live. I know you're taking time away to join us today. I really appreciate you hopping in. And how many of you don't like to sell? Yeah, if you're watching me on live, just say live. You are watching on replay, hashtag replay. Let me know whether you like to sell. Some people find it natural to sell. Some people find it a challenge to sell. So let me know whether you like sales. Are you someone who likes sales? Do you like selling at all? Is it a tough thing for you? And how is it like, for you? Okay. How do we do sell without selling? The question is, if you are someone, an entrepreneur, you are selling something, your business, you're offering something, a product or service out there, a coach or consultant, it's the same thing. A real estate consultant or a financial consultant, we are potential. If you're in business, anything that has economical sense, you are selling something in return for a gain of profit, money. Yeah, in this case. However, I like you guys to share with me what do you do? Yeah, whether you're coach, consultant, financial consultant, real estate consultant, go ahead and share below in the chat. Where do you come from? Which space? And what do you have to sell? So, typically in the industry, let's say a real estate market or a financial consulting area, many people focus on selling products. Even for some digital marketeers out there, coaches and consultants, you focus on selling products or service. However, how do we get into the space of sell without selling? So let me maybe break it down for you. If you're someone who is pushy on sales, let's just break it down on the offline side of things. Some people like to distribute brochures. Of course, it still work to a certain extent. However, those people who look at your brochure are those who wants your product. They need something that you're offering, then they look at your brochures, your flyers, your master passes, etc. Then that's on this space, or they may go and study your products if they are already in the mindset of buying. On the digital front, they may be going into YouTube or Google to search for something. That's why it's called search engine optimization, to look for a product or service which can help them in something, give them a solution, or learn a knowledge so that it can help them in their life. So that is already a way of selling without selling by doing certain trainings online. Okay, and the SEO, people will search for it. Products and services, are you a hard sell person or the soft sell person? Hard sell person typically will focus on selling the product, features and benefits. Same for service. If you're selling an online course, are you focusing on selling the features and benefits? If you are, chances is they already know the features and benefits. They don't want to know the features and benefits, whether it's offline or online, because they will know that this product is for specific use, the service is for specific use. They are already or a- aware of the products and services benefit and features. So we do not want to focus on the benefit and features. Rather, we want to focus on the result of the products or services. So then how do you focus and give value by giving the products and services result? One of the way is static testimonials. Get static testimonials on the products and services. What's the benefit of it? The other way is to get video testimonials to share on the benefits and features of the products and services of the person, of whatever, that you are offering in the market, because you are using someone else's words to share the result for your clients to know that this is something they needed for themselves because someone else have benefited from the results. However, if I focus on the features and the benefits, they might not hear you because they see you pushing the product or service to them, whether offline or online, it's the same thing. So one of the good ways to really to sell your products and services without selling is to garner testimonials as social proof. So this is a very good way of selling without selling. Yeah, is what I mean. Okay, then the other thing is, how about also changing the way you run your products and services ads? So some people on their social media, for example, I'm using social media space as well to explain this concept. Some of the social media persons out there, whether let's see whether you're guilty of this, whether you're a coach or consultant in any fields, or real estate consultant, financial consultant, are you selling your products on your social media? Are you telling people, hey, come to this show flat because you're going to buy this XYZ project, and then this is what, look for me and call my number here? Or are you selling a coaching business kind of stuff? Hey, I have this business process, this coaching service, and it's for X dollar. Hop in and buy from me. So you're shouting, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, actually on your social media. Chances is, if you have your page is focused around all these posts only, unless I'm searching for the service, I perhaps will not add you as my friend, because I don't need a friend to constantly sell in my face. So it is important to know, what are you using social media for? Social media is for social connections, and you are connecting and building relationship such that perhaps there are 5 people selling a real estate product. However, because you build the relationship online to get to know, to let other people get to know you, they like your energy, your values, your beliefs in your social media posts, and they choose you to be the person they look to for the real estate purchase or the financial consultancy service consultation, or your digital product that you offer to the world, because you are showing them in other aspect. Is no longer about selling a product or a service. However, it is being seen socially and making connections on your social media posts for someone to know you and know that you are in that space. It helps you to create credibility for the business that you are in. Good morning, Eunice. Good evening, Eunice. Yeah, you're from Malaysia, so good evening. So for those in the USA, good morning to you. So from this aspect, in your social media, use social media as a way to shout out. Of course, there are also people using, for example, Reels, Facebook Reels, IG Reels, and put on their so-called products and services. Then you might want to focus on the relationship between what you're showing out there in terms of your media posts, whether it's image or video, relating it to a lifestyle, and then relating back to your business rather than selling in the face. So this is the thing about selling, that when people don't feel that you're salesy, they connect with you, they like you, then they might consider you as the person they will choose to work with. That's the number one point. Now, that's a personality, the person. Of course, creating credibility is a natural process in this, because you're being shown with certain values and people can connect with you online and on that purpose. And of course, the testimonials is the other way, the social proof, the result base. So these are very basic ways to sell without selling. So the other way that is important, the other point that I want to emphasize that is important is listening skills. So we have the more the tactical and the strategy here, the strategy of the social media post, posting to build credibility, visibility, create yourself as a logical choice without selling products and services. So look at your media post to see, what are you posting? Are you relating to a teaching point? Do your copywriting, your post, images to relate to that, so that people know what you value, what's your strength, what's your success, what's your struggle, and what can you offer to them in indirectly, not directly. Okay. Then from the testimonials, the video testimonials or written static testimonials, you might not want to post in the social profile. You might want to post in, for example, specific groups that you operate in to show it to them, or your webinars or your workshops or a e-guide. So that are the ways to build without salesy. And then let's move to like providing gifts. Providing gifts is also one way of connecting. You give value in trainings, whether it is an e-guide, a free gift, some sorts of checklists and trainings. Those are creating that connection with each other, offline and online. And that allows the person to get to know you so that they will consider you as their choice when they want to your certain products and services that you offer to the world. So selling can be not salesy, not sell without selling, because you are going through the process of what is benefiting the person. So let's work on this word benefit. Okay. So when you sell a product or service out there, it is important for us to realize the person will want it already for themselves. It's usually not based on need, it's usually based on emotional interest on the products and services. Is usually a want, a desire, not so much of a need. Need usually is more on an urgent basis. They need a doctor kind of stuff. Yeah. However, most of the time, if it's other products and services, it's usually based on want, based on desire. So how do you create that intention from the person to buy from you? Is to teach, to create interest, to create value, and to keep giving information. For example, now on the online world, you can give all the things digitally. You can give away digital products. You can have an email to connect and keep giving value so that the person knows what you have to offer. And because you're in constant touch with the person, you're connecting with them on paper, on email, in written form, they will know that potentially this is the person I will work with when I want that service. And if you keep connecting with one person all the time and constantly they see you there, when they need that product or service, they'll look for you. Yeah, Florence, yes, it's based on want and desire first. It's very rarely based on need. Yeah, usually when it's a need, it's probably something so essential that you can't don't get it. Like for example, dental visit, doctor's visit. In some cases, even hairdresser visit is based on need. However, there's a one desire in there, because, for example, there's so many hairdressers out there. There might be a certain look and feel that you want out of certain hairdresser, and that hairdresser, because he's frequently seen in the social media, showing his his all the nice pictures of the beautiful hair, the client's good result, the client feeling happy and sharing, and then potentially you can swap, you can swap the hairdresser. So I want to share this story about this. I've been watching on Facebook, uh, not so recently, but probably past few months. I watched one particular hairdresser in China. He does a watch kind of thing, a video posting almost every day on on the hairstyle when he cuts someone's hair. However, what he does is when the person steps in, he gets to know the client's personality. He listen. Just like I mentioned the word listen. He listen to what the client wants, and he look at the personality of the person, and he handles the objections of the client. When the client say, I can't have this hair because when I cut short hair, it makes me look fat whatsoever. So he will explain the benefit of having certain hairstyle for this person, whether you will hide away the fatty cheeks like mine, or it will just cover the high forehead and the look. What is the desire? For example, some of the clients say, I want to look younger. Some say, I want to look more sophisticated, and some wants to look more elegant. So he listened to what exactly do they want. Some people, they want everything. And then he will actually focus in and say, hey, you can't have everything, because if I make you look young, you're not going to look sophisticated. You're not going to fall in the category of elegant and sophisticated. Chances is you're going for a youthful look. So we can't have the best of both worlds. You have to decide which is the one you would prefer, and we'll cut on that basis. So some people come with a hairstyle which is already so short that you can't do anything with it. However, what he does is he will modernize the hairstyle, give them a certain look that makes them look more sophisticated with the short hair. So he does it by listening. So this is the other point that I wanted to cover, is the listen. Listen to what your client want. A lot of salespeople out there, they focus on selling. So before the client tell them what they want, they tell them about all the features and benefit of this product and this service. This product is good for da 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 da. By the time you finish talking, this person has already shut down because that's not what they want. You are pouring exactly everything that you think you need, you feel and you think they should have, they need, and you fail to listen. So one of the important skill set of being a good salesperson is to know what they want, is to learn to listen to exactly what they want, and then on your products and service that you offer, pull out the element that shows and matches what they want. Chances is the products and services may not have everything they want. However, it may have some elements of what they want. And in the event that it doesn't fit their requirement, just be honest and tell them it doesn't suit them because you're based on your study of what they require, what's their desire, what's their needs. Your products and service does not suit them. Coming from honesty, coming from the space of honesty, truth, and authenticity will allow your client to realize that, hey, this person is not out here to sell me anything and everything to make my money. However, this coming from care, love, and support to know that the products and service doesn't suit me. So, for example, in a property sales, the project sales example is certain facing, some floors face the dustbin, some floor face the tennis court, there's sound, there's light, there's noise if you're facing the playground or the pool. However, it will suit different people based on their needs. Maybe this lady comes in and says she prefers a quiet space. You want to select the space that faces the garden for her versus a family who doesn't mind looking down to the pool because the children are at the pool and they can watch out for the child. And when the child goes to the playground, stuff like that. So it's the ability to listen to what they desire, they want. Yeah, master listening skill. Yes, I used to market what I think they need. Definitely didn't work. Yeah, technically, when you keep telling them, you need this, you need this, you need this, they will shy away and say they don't need that because they're afraid to be sold to. Yeah, they are afraid to be sold to. Chances is they want to buy something, that's why they're reaching out. However, they don't want to be sold to. So you want to be the person who's giving them value, who's listening to them, who's giving them the social proof, who is helping them to make informed decision, and who can walk away without doing the sales because you come from a different space. So that's showing the value aspect. If you are willing to walk away and not do the business, you are standing by your certain values and skill set. So for example, if I'm selling real estate right now and I have someone who comes to me and wants to buy a certain real estate, and I know it is perhaps it's too much what they're asking for. They want everything perfect, and there's no perfect world. And they insist that I look for the perfect world for them, the perfect property. I can walk away because chances of you finding that is almost impossible. And this is not a client you want to serve because they're not realistic. Then you can choose to say no because it's not going to serve you in terms of time, efforts, and trust. Because there's no point trying to make it right for them. Means that you don't want to keep explaining to this person that this is not possible. Okay, so one of the things that I used to do, yeah, people like to buy but hate to be sold to. Yes, one of the things that I like to do in my real estate world is that I look at from my clients' perspective when they look for something. I very rarely serve retail clients because I only do certain niche properties. However, when I have my corporate clients who come to me or very close clients who trust me 100% and they want to buy something, typically I will shortlist different range. So means different, perhaps if they want to buy a residential property, they cannot decide on location. I'll give them a sample size of different location, different tenure, different type of property, whether it's apartment, landed, cluster house, depending on their budget, okay? And then give them a feel of the different location, different apartments facing, and give them a sample size of everything. So there was a one point in time when one of my clients wanted to look for an industrial property in Singapore. And he's from overseas. He doesn't know our market. He doesn't know exactly whether it's leasehold, freehold, pricing. And I showed him he and his team a couple of projects, many projects in different locations, different tenure from 30 years leasehold, 60 years leasehold, 99 years old leasehold, 99 years, and freehold. However, I already know based on my listening skill that this person likes freehold property because of legacy passing. He's someone who believes in that. It's not just operational. If you're, some people will look at operational cost for business. So he's looking at both at the same time. So I gave him different sample size and different location. And because I knew he sort of already, skewed towards the freehold, the decision making was much easier towards the end because we have convinced him, and he has convinced himself rather. It's not we are convincing. He has convinced himself he's not going for the 60 years leasehold, the 30 years leasehold. He is only going for freehold of this location, and he understands that the pricing will be much higher than a leasehold. Through that process, he's already understood the pricing of the different properties. And if he's going for freehold, which is very rare, we were searching for freehold, and he knew it's very rare and there's only a few then in the market. And even within one development, there's one more pricey than the other. I showed both. I didn't choose the most expensive in order to gain the commission. It's not true, okay? So come from care. I chose both to show him both the cheaper and the more expensive one. Why? Because he can make an informed decision should he go for the more expensive one because it is a better unit, and it's obvious on its own when you look at the unit that this is a better unit. So this whole process of care is taken care of. So it's not just about listen, it's also caring for your client to know that you want to give them the best results and service so that they will in turn become return customers. Besides becoming return customers, they can potentially refer you someone else. So we are looking at the long-term positioning for yourself, for your business. So I was sharing about this mindset of what is your end game? So what is your end game in your business? If you are in short-term business, if you're thinking of doing business short-term, then you will be looking at just the money, making the money and just moving on. However, if you're in a business to want to help people long-term with your expertise, then you will be looking for a long-term mindset of pre-framing your client before you offer the products or services with the right results, and learning to turn them away if it doesn't suit what they want because they may return when they need what you offer. So coming from care, because you're looking at long-term end game. So these are some of the major factors that I look at when I'm doing so-called sell without selling. When you come from the space of authenticity, being genuine in what you do, give the best care, support, follow up. Yeah, follow up is the other thing. So that you can have a long-term business relationship, master the listening skills, yes, and know exactly what's the want and desire of the client. It applies for products and services, not just, I'm just citing an example of real estate. However, it applies everywhere in any industry based on the same concept, because we want the people to raise their hands to say, I need your service. I know you can have the result and I want to learn from you. The other way of showing that, uh, allowing them to decide that they want to buy from you, is that you are the case study. You are the case study of using the products or services or working on your business so that they know that, hey, Stella has made it successful in this space, with this product, this service that she's offering. She did it herself, she experienced it, and then now she has the skill set to do it. That's building trust that this person has the skill set to give me the knowledge. So as a real estate person, I'm not just about doing the sales, I'm also someone who's an investor. So because I'm into investing and I have results through my years of investing, which I built my income, my legacy planning, my wealth creation and then preservation, people then realize that you are not a salesperson only. You are also an investor who is fully knowledgeable, who applies it. So you're not just talking the sales. You are actually doing what you are really saying, so that people know that they are learning from the person who has done it and have results through their process, and they are teaching or offering the service because of their knowledge and experience. So this is the other component of what I want to share today, which is so important for success in business. So sales can be non-salesy. If you have intention to really come from your heart, have the right strategy in terms of your pre-frame, your storytelling relating to the case studies, the persons you work with, social proof, and then letting them make that decision by giving them a call to action. So it is a framework in sales, and you can do it and in any way to get the result. So by the way, for those of you who are thinking of how can I also generate sales online with digital product, you can also generate sales without selling using this thing called lead generation concepts. Okay, you can also create like opt-in funnels to give away gifts so that people can receive your things, and then you build relationship, things with value. Yeah, products and service with value, knowledge, experience, all put in there so they can learn from you through a value gift that you give away. And then in turn, you start to build relationship with them so that they'll come to you for that service or product. So this coming weekend, I'm having the Fast Track to Monetize workshop. And in this workshop, we are going to build some of these lead generation strategies that we talk about. So if you guys are keen to work on your business process such that you can build organic leads for yourself and then start to sell without selling, hop on to Fast Track to Monetize this weekend. The workshop, 3 days, 3 hours each day, is for free. And we're going to bring you through the process of building up a system of selling without selling, sell without selling, and sell without being salesy. And this is something that has helped so many people. This free workshop alone, yeah, is for free unless you choose to upgrade. Otherwise, it's for free to anyone. This free workshop has helped many people gain clarity in their business and build the business process, the sales process for their business. So I want to open this up to anyone in this group so they can still hop in. Go ahead and hop in, fasttracktomonetize.com, register and come in and join us for the workshop so that you can get better results for your business. And really, if you guys really want any form of support, just go ahead and DM me so that I can help you. And you know that we are running a giveaway pot right now. Just hop in and get results. Just by inviting friends, you can actually join the giveaway pot contest and win something for yourself. Yeah. And this is just very basic understanding of being how to sell without selling, without being salesy. It's also choice of languaging. Now I want to add on to this before we end the session. The choice of languaging coming from care and supporting others, giving value. Because chances is if you are coming from the salesy perspective, you're not going to gain that kind of rapport long term with the people because they know you're out there to sell them. However, if you're always out there to give value, to support, to genuinely help them in what they want, then chances of them raising their hands asking for your service is important. So there's one more that I want to add before we end the session. It is being able to connect, okay, via, for example, one of the easier, I wouldn't say easier, one of the ways, techniques is to do even like videos to invite people to what you offer, to share without selling. It's just to educational so that they know you care for them and you like them to have something. Yeah, of course, if you're selling products, you can always give away samples and or trials and whatsoever. So depending on the type of business you are, you can use different strategy to work on the sell without selling. So go ahead, if you like to work on a strategy with me privately, you can also hop in for a breakthrough call here, and let's talk about some of the ways that you can work on selling your products and services without selling, without being salesy. It's just a simple offer I offer here. And more importantly, if you hop into the workshop this weekend, you're going to get true value to work on the systems and process to build on your business. And I love to see you guys in the workshop. Bye for now. I'll see you next week on another areas of coverage that we'll cover again. Bye for now.